to the TrapNerd podcast. I'm about to spit some. I'm here with extra evidence. Welcome to the TrapNerd podcast. I'm here with my guys. I got Marv on the cam, and he got a mic. You know what I'm saying? I got White Suede in the building.
Hey.
X from the dark web.
What up?
It's coming in super
CJ bitch
hot.
ass is in. No, that's fine.
Good?
Yeah, CJ's bitch ass is in Canada. Touching on booty and
Succulent
booties and doing all the
supple
other,
nipples.
doing all the things that us wash niggas don't do.
Right.
Shout out to the wash team. Team wash in the building.
Washed up, you know,
I ain't washed, man.
You bout wash.
Well, you here.
You bout wash.
She said, well, you here?
You here. You ain't in Canada. White Suede. Bout wash.
I'm there next year,
How
man.
y'all feeling today, man?
Good. I'm tired already, man. My day has been early,
Yeah.
and I've been up in all day. So,
Same,
you know.
son. So I woke up this morning.
Got
10
yourself a
a.m.
gun?
I did wake up this morning and get myself a gun. Got myself a gun.
Yeah, he coming August 30th. I am in there.
Oh, I got VIP.
Going.
But
VIP.
I decided to be a football coach this year, which was probably
For who? Cataract?
I'm coaching on Cataract. Cataract is back, baby.
Okay.
But
I played for the purple team.
5 to 7 year olds, man, and it is a test to my patience. I promise you that. I promise you that, man.
Like Marshawn Lynch?
Oh yeah, that's what I want to talk about too. So that's the first topic we can get into. So
we're at.
today was our first full practice with full equipment, and it was a good practice. Now I understand what I'm doing is I'm working with 5 to 7 year olds,
Right.
So I got to have a lot more patience than most parents and most coaches. So we're setting up these drills, and what we was doing was the angle drill. Now, an angle drill, those who don't play football, is you line somebody up with a football, you line a defensive player up, and you let them run at each other on an angle.
Right.
You're supposed to meet at an angle, make the tackle, keep it going.
Like a 45-degree angle.
Yeah, like a 45-degree angle. Simple shit. Man, listen. So I got kids who don't want to get tackled, so they hiding. I got kids who legit won't run. You know what I'm saying? I got other kids who just dead ass going to the kid and just pushing them. So I started yelling. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what is y'all doing? Sidelines looking at me like I'm crazy. And that's a great segue to what happened with the Marshawn Lynch situation. So I watched the video. You guys seen the Marshawn Lynch
I
shit?
didn't see the video.
Did you see it? Okay, so this is what happened. I'm going to give a brief cap. Marshawn Lynch is having a camp. They got several different stations set up. One of the stations got done too early, and the kids started walking into Marshawn Lynch's fucking station. So, get the fuck out of my station, which is fair if you understand.
And football.
Yeah.
And football.
In the
right.
context of football,
So,
yes.
one of these soft-ass mothers this is the reason why the shit we be talking about, Marvin, these women that's raising these children, these boys, gets offended by his language. That is the sport. I got 5 to 7 year olds, and
That's
I'm yelling.
every sport.
I am
That's not
yelling
even
at.
just football.
I'm cussing at 5 to 7 year olds in front of their mom and their dad.
Yeah. I told my wife, I'm like, MJ, my oldest son is about to get ready. He starts sports this year. He's finally of the age now. I'm like, be prepared for some coach to cuss your son out when he mess up. She's like, it depends. I'm like, no, it don't depend. You are the parent. You are not the coach.
You are
You're going
not
to
the
stay
coach.
completely out of it.
And that's what I had to tell
like, let
Wayne
them
today.
coach.
Now I love Wayne to death. Now, even Coach Wayne, but his son, both of them, they trying to tell us how to do these drills and what drills we should do. And I'm like, yo, look, y'all back up. I got this.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm a co-head coach. I'm like, me and Marquand are the co-head coaches on this one. I don't want parents in my shit. And I definitely want another coach in my shit. So I commend Marshawn Lynch for even taking the time out and giving that conversation to that mom.
Yeah.
Because you ain't getting that from me. I would have been, take you and your little soft ass son can go. If you went over there crying, for real, you went over there crying to your mom because I cussed at you.
Yeah,
you ain't ready. You ain't built for this.
Definitely not.
And that's the
you're
one thing
definitely
I'm
not built for
gonna
football.
tell these parents straight up. Yo, look, if your kid ain't aggressive, don't bring him out here because he will get hurt.
Yeah,
and
this
that's
football,
it, yo. This is
like,
football.
This ain't like even with soccer, I would understand if you might be a little sensitive in that aspect. You know what I mean? Because it's not as a physical a sport. Even in
I don't
basketball,
care.
it's not as a physical.
I feel
Football
like every
is
sport,
strictly
you should
football,
be prepared
physical.
for that.
Yeah, but it's a gladiator sport, and it's not built for every kid.
Nah,
if your
for a
kid ain't
fact.
built like that, and if you ain't built like that, you need to stay far away from my field.
Go find a sport where you can do
Or-
that crying shit.
I mean,
Go play baseball.
A kid at 5 to 7 ain't what he's gonna be though. Like, make him go through that shit.
Exactly.
Like, if he's not aggressive enough right now, he can be. Just don't fucking baby him.
And that's the problem.
And it's not even like football's the obviously the peak of it because it's a physical sport, but it's every sport. Like, my brother plays baseball. I've seen these kids strike out and cry at the home plate, and the coach is like, "Get the fuck up." And then the mom and dad like want to be like, he's like upset. Like, what do you mean?
I don't care if
Go be upset in the dugout. What you mean?
I don't like, a good batting rating is like 30%.
Yeah, like
like that is like elite batting average.
but it's every sport.
You got 300. That's a $300 million contract.
Dead ass, yo.
You
get
crying about one
bill.
strikeout, you don't get your ass off the home.
Man.
You gotta let these kids.
They gotta go
That
through
you
that.
learn through the failures, and if you're crying through the failures, you ain't learning from it.
So
'cause
what's
you're
your
not
worst
looking at-
experience as a youth athlete? What's your worst experience from a coach?
Mine's was I got subbed in. I was in midi basketball. I was actually the previous. What's the game before the championship game? Semifinals. Yes, it was the semifinals of the championship. Right. I get subbed. I was shitty the whole game. I get subbed out. My sub goes foul somebody early. He gets subbed out. Coach grabs me by my arm. Like by my arm and neckish area. Now this is Eric Fields. Fuck it.
you
I know
already know.
Eric. My dad and my dad and mom knew Eric forever, so they were perfectly fine with this shit. Grab me by my neck arm. He said, "Get in there and don't fuck up." I go in. Dude gets AJ Roberts gets an inbound off a screen.
He was on your
totally
team.
No, he was tearing our ass up.
You were losing anyway.
AJ was nice
He was
anyway.
tearing our
Yeah.
asses up. I fucks up the screen, goes around. AJ shoots a 3. I foul him and one. I got subbed out so fast. Eric yoked me up at half court. Like, I told you not to. Just yoking me up in front of everybody. You know what all them parents said? You shouldn't have fouled him.
You did foul?
My dad was like, "Why you foul him?" He didn't say nothing about me getting yoked up. Nothing about me getting screamed.
You
I was
made the wrong
terrible
play.
all game. All game I'm getting screamed on. So I'm getting frustrated because I'm 12 years old, getting yelled at. I'm like, what the fuck? I keep fucking up. And go in and fuck up again and I get yoked up. Like, and that's what happened at practice. I was running my heart out at practice.
My worst experience, my 11th grade year, I was starting on varsity at defensive end, and we played David Fluellen in the Lockport Lions.
He probably
Listen,
killed.
son, Coach, he ran for 438 yards on me.
Oh, my goodness.
Coach Green pulled me to the sideline and was like, "Yo, you suck.
Yo,
They're
I
running
remember
at
that.
you." Yo, that was it, yo.
For context, David Fluellen currently plays for the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, he plays for the Tennessee Titans. But he's like, "Yo,
plays for the
where'd he go
Tennessee
to
Titans.
college?
Toledo."
Toledo, yeah.
He was in Toledo.
Yeah.
And he's his girl's Desiree Wiley. She's
from,
like a
News 4.
News 4 or something like that. Yeah.
But fucking yeah. Like, that was probably my worst experience. But he belittled me. He's like, "Yo, you fucking suck, yo. They're running right at you, and you're letting it happen."
Hey, it happens.
That team that
You're
year-
trash for not
Yo,
tagging
that
Dave
team that year,
Fluellen,
we got a
dude.
couple niggas.
Yo, we definitely got a couple boys. Alex
got-
Newts gave me work.
Got
Tim
him a
Hershey gave me
scholarship.
a goddamn concussion. Yo, that motherfucker's on steroids, man. Kim West, I remember it was me and him on the sideline. The next thing I know, it was the end of the game. We was riding the bus home. That's the only thing I remember from that game.
God damn.
Yeah, motherfuckers on steroids. Comes out.
And y'all wonder why I be arguing about these NFL players' contracts. This shit happened in high
yo.
school.
High school, for real, bro. And this is like the second quarter I got the concussion. I don't even remember. I dead ass just remember the ride home after that.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And how long you been 6'2" since high school?
I've been 6'2" since I was 14.
See?
You know what I'm saying? I grew up a little bit from 14 to 19, but other than that, I'm like 6'2" and 4 quarters or 3 quarters now.
4 quarters.
I'll say 4 quarters.
I'm about 6'3".
He's 6'3".
I'm 6'3" in sneakers, but all I'm saying is, dog,
Jeez.
like I've been braided. Like, I was the only black swimmer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I had coaches who just didn't fucking like me. But I also, when I didn't do well or I didn't do what I was supposed to do, my parents never stepped in, and
Hell
I never
nah.
look. And when I gave up the sport of swimming, it wasn't because I was getting yelled at or I was too soft and I couldn't handle it. I just didn't want to do the shit no more.
Man, when I quit football, my dad and them thought I didn't want to get tackled. I quit football because they wouldn't let me play wide receiver. My dad called me and cussed me out.
No, I don't want to do this shit no more,
I'm
man.
like, Dad, I'm not playing. He's like, why? He's like, you scared to get hit? I'm like, nah, I want to play wide receiver. They want me to play quarterback.
No, I
Remember,
gotta-
I'm
my
they short players that can catch play cornerback or can't catch. It's one of the two. Either you too short to play wide receiver or
Yeah.
can't catch. You go play cornerback. That was just the way it was.
Listen, I got my quarterback. He's 7, but he got like when he do bad, he start crying and shit. And like his dad out
That's
there
how
coaching
quarterbacks
with
are
us.
made,
Yeah.
man.
I know,
Yeah.
but his dad is out there coaching with us, and I'm like, yo, you can't baby him. Like when he make a mistake and he start crying, you go over to baby him. No, I'm letting it off on him. Like, yo, get your bitch ass up, stop crying. I don't say get your bitch ass up, but it's yo, stop that crying.
Nah, you said it right.
For real though, like,
said it right.
what's your worst experience as a you played football with us, man?
Yeah. I got cut from the football team in 9th grade.
Oh God,
But that just made me better, though. That made me better.
your
Like,
parents didn't come up to the field crying.
Nah, my dad, when I played when I played for the purple team, my dad got into a fight with a coach. My stepdad, yeah. Yo, because we were playing, I forget who we were playing, but we were getting dusted. Like,
Yeah, I got dusted a lot when we was kids. So
yo,
yeah,
and they wouldn't rotate nobody out. It's like my stepdad's like, yo, they're like busting these kids' ass. And the year before that, you know how Cataract did that tournament where all the teams came and played? The year before that, I won defensive MVP in that tournament, and they wouldn't let me play defense. I was so good in that tournament, they moved me up the next year, and then they wouldn't let me play.
that's fucking crazy. But
I heard the purple team was
Josh, how about
super bad.
That shit
What was
was
your worst
terrible.
It was bad until them Crittenens got
I don't
over there.
really, I don't really have any bad experiences, but like my parents always raised me like to just listen to people. You know what I mean? Like coaches and shit. I don't really have any bad. Oh no, yeah I do. I just remember my last year at Cataract, I always played safety because I wasn't fast enough to play corner, and we were playing some team in Buffalo, and this dude was
my
like the
God.
fastest dude on the field, and he's like, "We're moving you to corner." Someone got hurt or something. I was like,
dude probably had a full beard.
I was like, "Excuse me."
Them Buffalo teams are bringing out 19-year-old kids to
They
play
used
us,
to cheat
yo.
like a mug.
I got burned every single play. They just ran flies the entire time. I'm like, yo, why would you put me at corner? I've been playing safety all year because I can't run. What do you mean?
White, I cannot run.
Like, I had good instincts, and
probably
that was
small,
it.
too.
No, but yeah, I was tiny. I was like, this dude's like 6'3", running like a 4.24. Like he was dusting the dude that was in before. I think it might have been Dre actually, and he was dusting everyone they could on.
Dre was a beast in football.
Dre was alright, man.
He was killing everyone. I'm like, why are you putting me on him? But I was like, whatever. I just want to play, so I just got in and I just
Right.
got dusted
All right, I'll do
every
it.
time.
Man, as a football parent, like right now as a coach, I know my kid's gonna be playing football in a couple years. I just know with certain things you don't do. I guess anybody that's listening to this show, if you got kids, yo, just let the coaches coach. It's 2.5 hours.
Let them get that
Just
work.
get the fuck out the way and let the coaches do their thing, yo. Language, that's normal. The kid being sad and upset, that's normal, and that's gonna happen. You just gotta accept it for what it is and get out the way, because your kid will never get better, and you're not preparing them for life by babying kids. I know that's the one thing I won't do. Like, I'm probably gonna be my son's first coach, but once he hit that 7, 8-year-old and he in the next group,
Yeah.
I'm out the way.
That's
I'm
like my girl, like, because it gets super hot in our apartment. It just be mad, annoying shit. And my girl don't understand. Like, she be like, how come you don't complain when you're uncomfortable? I'm like, I wrestled. I've been in the most uncomfortable positions as a man that you could be in. Like,
without a doubt.
I'm not worried about it being hot. Like,
Yo, you gotta get some AC in that motherfucker though. It's summertime, dog.
it's crazy.
All right.
Swimming
so-
came out a year ago, apparently.
Huh?
Swimming, Mac Miller's last album, a year ago today.
Oh wow. Rest in Peter Mac.
Damn.
Saw that on Twitter.
We good?
Here we go.
How much time we got before the next?
Oh no, I had to switch to the cell phone.
Oh, we're good. Oh, well, damn, man, you could have told us that.
Right.
dog.
I didn't want to fuck
Over
up the
here
whole
waiting.
joint. Like, yeah,
I'm waiting
yeah.
for the whole podcast to change.
Yeah, the battery started dying. See?
All right.
This happens when you get a new camera and shit ain't right yet. Yeah, it's all good.
So,
You
where
guys want to talk
wanna
about
start?
Drake again or
We
what?
can get into Drake after. Where do you guys want to start? Y'all want to do pop culture? Y'all want to stay right in sports?
Is we talking about Keith Trick?
Yeah, let's just stay in sports then.
Tell me about that. Tell me about this Keith Trick shit. 'Cause
Yo.
I kind of missed it.
You know how girls be uploading those pictures, what they do, but they put the emoji over his face.
Okay, so that's
That's
crazy.
my
We're
favorite.
talking about the same thing.
You never think that kind of picture will go viral. The shit went viral and girl recognized his tattoo, son.
Shit was so fucking funny. She like, yo, for real, this is my actual man right now. And he keeps saying this picture is an old picture.
Yeah. And
I'm
then
like,
some
yikes.
chick did an investigation on the magazine covers in the back and said the picture can't be no older than February because that's the February edition of
Oh,
the
my
magazine. I
God.
said, the devil is busy.
Yeah,
I'm
super
like,
busy, son.
what in the hell is this? And then I always read the comments just to get the funny shit off. And somebody asks, like, why is his name, what kind of name is Keith Trick anyway? And I just put, His name Keith, and he a trick.
Right.
And this shit just been going crazy ever since. I ain't getting a
Viral
bunch
tweets,
of followers.
nigga.
I'm out here going viral, baby. Viral, baby. I had to promote the podcast and everything. But yo, that is just like the glimpse of detective work that women would go through is beyond me, and we need more women in FBI work.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Because they could have stopped the 9/11 attacks if they applied that energy properly. Yeah, true.
Yo, I've been going to court for the past week and a half with Sam and Seth. Every lawyer's been a woman. The judge is a woman.
The prosecutor is a woman.
Nine of the jurors were women.
Oh, he did a full trial?
Yeah, dumbass.
And
They
it's
offered
going
him 10.
smooth.
They offered him 10. Now he's facing life. God
That
is
was
great.
the plea?
The plea was 10, and he turned it. I'm pretty sure it was 10. Turned it down.
Yeah,
he probably would have did like 7 and got out of
they
that.
did
Dumbass.
6, bro.
Facing 25 to life, and he didn't take 10.
That's insane. But what were we talking about? Keith Trick, though.
Yeah, Keith Trick.
Can
That's
you
all that-
imagine getting caught up like that?
That's the worst way to get. You literally taking an innocent picture. Your bitch hiding your face, so you thought you was low.
No face, no
Right.
case. That's what they
Yo,
thought, bitch. They made a
nah.
whole case.
Women
You
are
got
investigative
tattoos, bro.
journalists.
Yeah,
And they got him up out there.
You know what's the
know
craziest
what?
thing is?
He was on vacation. Like he was on. This is the worst part about it is.
is it the
while
picture with
this
that
was
big
happening?
ass dude?
Yeah.
Oh,
While
with the
this was
hard eye?
happening,
Yeah, okay.
he was on the plane at the airport with his girl. She didn't say nothing to him. I guarantee she said something to him when they got on that plane.
Oh yeah.
You ain't running from me.
You can't go nowhere.
You can't go nowhere. At the flight take off.
And
So
you can't do
Keith
nothing.
Trick, what's this bitch
Right.
doing?
And you can't do nothing.
Can you imagine, though? Like,
Yo.
you thought you was low.
On a flight,
thought
I
he
couldn't-
was
that's the worst
low.
nightmare.
You thought you was super low. And that's the thing
That's
about
a few-hour
this. The
flight.
worst thing about chicks is this, yo. Chicks will call you your boyfriend, call you their boyfriend, and do all of this. But as soon as they post a picture of you, they hide your face. I'm not your boyfriend if you're doing that, yo.
Right.
Plain and simple. You can't, like, was Shorty mad? Like, the Shorty that posted the picture? Because I didn't see nothing from her.
It don't seem like either one of them was mad though. It just the shit went viral and everybody under it. Like they did some more like it was like people was posting videos of his they done found his Instagram. This man was at the airport on his laptop watching basketball film, talking about putting in some work before this vacation. I'm like, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. I'm like, he doesn't. Like something in me told me to go to his Instagram and let him know what was about to happen. But I'm like, you know what?
You had to keep it player. You didn't even.
I'm like, you know what? Players gotta hold that one.
you gotta take that one on
The
the
way he
chin.
got caught, that's God's plan.
That's God's plan.
I can't be interfering with God's plan like that. Yo. Like, bro, she hit your face.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
that ass though, like she hit your face.
And then when they
She
posted
did
a picture
everything
of him, this
you're
dude
supposed
looked
to
like
do.
Welvin.
He do look like well.
And
He
both
got
them
the
bitches
fucked
is
up
cute.
grill.
I'm like, that's why I called him a trick. I'm like, he got to be tricking or something.
No, you 6'3" and you
yeah,
big,
that
yo.
too.
You ain't gotta
6'3"
do
and
nothing.
muscular is all he had to be.
That's all you gotta be. I'm
And he
telling
got
you.
these
Chicks
bitches
love the
wildin'.
stick niggas, yo.
But the one chick they didn't seem mad. They just was like, damn, yo. But I don't know what happened on that plane, so
Oh, she let her fly on him.
she had to. I
And
would
he
have.
just had to sit there and take it. 6'3"
He had to
black
eat
man,
that
you
because
act
or they
out
would have
on
got
the
kicked
plane,
off as
it's over for
terrorists or
you.
some shit.
I can hear him right now. Let's wait till we get off this plane. We're around people right now. I don't give a fuck.
Just,
Right.
I don't give a fuck about being around
Right.
nobody. You gonna explain this to me? He like, damn.
He's just sitting there with his head down, scrolling on his phone. just
He my
getting
homie. I
it.
hate it had to be him.
Hated had to be him.
I just couldn't interfere with that.
I couldn't go out
The way he
like
got
that.
caught was told me like, you know what, Marvin, don't even.
If I would have seen that and seen he didn't know, I would have been like, yo.
I ain't even gonna hold you, son. I would have denied.
The way he got
denied.
caught, man, that just seemed it was destined. I couldn't
Chicks
do it.
know your tattoos. Like my girl can pick my tattoo out from like it could be 1,700 tattoos. She gonna know mine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying? They
I
know
don't
your
got
body
enough to
type.
not be knowing my tattoos.
exactly.
Like, I got
Mine
some
are all in
obvious
places
shit.
that are covered up
Yeah, see.
at all times.
Man, it's crazy.
He had his shirt off though.
That's true.
They recognized he got like a full
So-
artwork on his shit. So
We gotta. Oh,
Getting
here we go.
caught
It's
up
good
now.
All right.
Getting caught up, man. What's your favorite line to go to if you ever like? I know black men don't cheat.
it's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But getting caught up, what's your favorite line? Or what's your go-to? Like,
I
yo,
don't feel like I should put this on.
you got to, son. Who gon'
I got a couple. Like,
What's your line? You gonna believe me or your eyes?
God damn.
You gonna believe me or the shit you reading right now, yo? I know that's my number, and I know she said I know she said that's me, but I'm telling you it's not.
all I ever say is, I don't remember saying that.
You got the screenshot of your face.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't remember saying
I
that.
have no recollection of
Right.
the events in question.
Well,
I don't even know who that is.
I am a faithful black male, and back in my whorish ways, I never got caught. Smooth criminal. Because for one, I wouldn't fuck with no bitch under secrecy.
Here you go with this.
I'm just
man.
saying, that's
I'm
how it
saying,
was,
man, you have gotten caught at some point in your life. You've done something that you wasn't supposed to do. Never, not one time.
No.
Oh, Marvin, you excluded from this conversation. Put the mic down and give it to somebody who cheats, okay? Or give it to a regular human being,
I
dog.
done woke up and had to squint at my phone.
I never tell you. I'm saying like
you dead ass. My eyes always get bad when the screenshot come. I need my glasses.
I used to
can't
cheat on
see
my ex
that,
all
man.
the time. So it's just every chick I cheated with knew I had a girl. So I'm like, bitch, don't play yourself.
Listen,
And
son,
Right.
that was just that. Like,
listen. Okay, so you ever been caught like dead ass red handed? Like you can't get away from it. So you just start admitting the shit that's not true. Like that would be me. Like I would start blaming the shit. I would start saying shit like, okay, I'll bring an example from my own life. My shorty had found a picture on my phone. Now it was a light skinned girl. She didn't know who it was, but she had an idea. You know what I'm saying? And now the only reason why she knew that it was, and this is not my girl now, but this is old news. You know what I'm saying? So she knew it was because I had just moved in the house, and she's like, yo, you just moved here. How was this picture taken in this room
see the
recently?
detective work.
No.
These girls with their
Exactly.
context clues are crazy, son.
They be
detective
zooming
work.
in.
You know what I'm
This
saying?
wasn't in the corner. Like,
So the whole time I'm like, you know what, yo? I just told her it was a different chick because it's always, hate to say this, yo, but if it's the chick that you think she cheating on, if she think you cheating with, ain't no coming back from that. But if it's a chick that she don't know about and she find that chick kind of fine, she gonna be like, I ain't even know you had that in you, dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna
Hurts
be
a little less
okay.
is what you say. You know,
Huh?
hurts a little less.
It hurts
Yeah.
a little less when it ain't the chick. It was a chick that she thought it was, but because both of them bitches was light skinned, you got away with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that's not her. That's Shorty. You know what I'm saying?
You took a picture of a girl at your
Listen,
house
so I'm
on
li-
your phone.
Right.
Listen, son,
Right.
peep this.
You did her work for her, man.
I did take the picture, and I didn't think she was going through my phone. I woke up, and my phone was in my face, and I had to squint. I couldn't
Yep.
see it was
Had to
early.
just- What's
You know what
that?
I'm saying? Who is that? She's like, nigga, that's you.
I can't think. I've only had 7.5 hours of sleep. I need 8 before we can have a rational conversation.
Who is that? It's you, listen. It's you.
You ain't have a lock on your phone?
What? I don't even. The only reason I got a lock on my phone now is because the bank won't let me not use my banking information without a lock on my phone. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no lock on my
I
phone.
got Face ID, so it makes me put a lock on my phone.
No, I'm not locking.
I
my
lock
phone.
my phone.
I do. I don't lock my.
Lock
I mean, my
phones?
wife can just put it in
I'm
the
just saying,
password.
the lock
but shit.
phones give more cause of suspicion, man. You can't move the way
You can suspect whatever's in that
Listen,
safe.
son.
I ain't opening it for you.
You can expect it, but this is how it is in relationships, yo. If you move like you washed, she not going through your phone. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the thing. Now I'm washed, so she used my phone to get on Facebook and be looking at
Right.
people's stats and stuff. She don't have a Facebook. We don't. Listen. We don't share a Facebook.
Oh, man.
We ain't one of those
you
couples
She
that
said,
got
we
the-
don't have to put my name on it.
Nah,
But it's both of ours.
That's
Nah.
the next level of faithfulness because
She used my phone
I don't
for
cheat, but
Facebook.
my girl can't get my face. She ain't getting on my Facebook and scrolling.
Nah, she on there scrolling. Like,
You
I don't
wow.
do shit.
Why you got to be friends with her?
That's
you know what?
risky
She
business.
never
Ex,
bring
you
that
don't
to me.
cheat.
Not even close, but that's risky as hell.
And every dude know, yo. Every time I pass my girl my phone, I'm hoping like that bitch don't pop up.
Yo.
And always those be the most random times, yo. You never talk to the girl for 8 years. The second you
And
hand
you
your
just
phone
get a
to your
message.
girl, that's when she texts you, "Daddy, I want to suck that dick." Whoa, you wild.
I'm like, I didn't say anything.
She must have the wrong number.
Oh no, for real. Like the
She
other
said
day,
the wrong
the other day, some
number.
random girl, like it was one of those spam pages, had inboxed me a picture of another girl. My girl sitting next to me, and that shit popped up. She's like, "Oh, who was that? Open it up." I'm sweating bullets. You know how relieved I was that I didn't know who it was. Like, yo, look, I don't even know who this bitch is. This is a spam page.
Oh, she be seeing all my messages. That's why I'm like, look, whatever y'all put on Facebook, that's our business. But I ain't.
Man, listen, I ain't getting caught up.
Don't inbox me on Facebook on no private shit. thinking
Getting
it
caught up
ain't
is like-
open for interpretation.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know shit. I
At
don't
this
know
point,
what's
getting
going
caught
on.
up comes with like it's just too much to lose. Getting caught up now,
Exactly.
I'm getting hurt. You know what I'm saying I'm losing money.
Right.
Yeah.
You losing money.
Yeah, you married, you losing all the money, so half.
You done.
It's a wrap. I ain't about to be playing with these.
Marv be
little
homeless.
dusty-
We're gonna be sitting here listening to that care package for real.
Yeah, I'll be in the car, sleeping in the back seat.
Be sleeping in the shop. Be on time for
He
every
don't even
podcast.
leave from Geico. He just sleeps in the parking lot.
Yo, I used to sleep in the parking lot. We got a gym. They got a shower with a gym in there. I'm just working out. No worries. We get 24-hour access, right? That's what you guys said.
Right.
Listen to the care package over and over because you just got caught up. You know what I'm saying? Drake gave us one. I don't know if y'all don't think he gave us one, but
I said, how many times?
I'm the only one that thinks that.
Yeah, X the only one.
What the care package did was now I don't have to have that shit on my iTunes. Like
And you don't have to go to YouTube to listen to it.
Yeah,
a lot of this stuff wasn't even on
I used to
iTunes.
I ripped them off from YouTube.
You know, YouTube does MP3. Like, you niggas not know.
Yeah, but
Don't be disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful. Hold on.
I'm still sitting here alone. We should have did this already.
This when you really get in your bag, yo. When you start sending these ticks, yo.
Kinda thought that you forgot about me.
Forgot about me, yo. You ain't never gotten your you forgot about me bag, yo.
Remember with the song named after me, Marvin's Room. The Suckers Anthem.
Come on, son. Y'all was not in y'all bag, man. Every time I play a song of this album, I can recall a time when I really got in my bag.
Yeah, that was
Like,
those were some. He put a lot of the tracks on there that like, people do harp on Drake about. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
he put those tracks on there, but when you sit back, you go back now, you know.
Now when you older,
all
you don't
fuck
care
with
no
them
more. You
shits.
like,
Yeah.
shit, nigga.
We all
It is
fuck with
what
them
it
shit.
is.
That was when we was like, no, we don't listen to Drake, but secretly we was at home listening to Drake.
I don't listen to them shits. I'm like,
Yes, we
I fucks
was.
with these ones.
No, we was
I just
secretly
didn't
at
like
home.
Marvin's Room because the type of sucker track it was and named after me. I was like, ugh.
Okay, and you can call it a sucker track all you want.
Marvin's Room
But
go.
niggas
When you
do
go
that.
back,
Marvin's Room
that shit
go.
go.
Yeah.
That shit
slaps,
go.
nigga.
Absolutely, it goes.
Absolutely.
But I was so livid. I'm like, this sucker ass. What you hitting a bitch with this shit? Oh, I'm disgusted.
Now, when you sit back,
And
you
you
think
name it
about
Marvin's
it.
Room.
You never been that sicko in the bag? Like, I've been there. I can't. At 27, I'm gonna sit here and admit I've been a sicko like that. I've been Marvin Rooms Drake
At
before.
a young kid,
like
that's
that's
a
your
young man's
nigga.
thing.
Yo, son, come on, son. As soon as she pop up with a new
Listen,
dude, you like,
I
yo,
done-
that's for real.
I've been
That's your
her.
Over
word.
like that now?
That's how you go do
I've been the
me.
new dude while the other nigga was calling.
You know what? And I've been there too. Exactly. But soon,
Some vicious voicemails.
it's vicious. Yo,
Vicious voicemails?
those
I heard-
Voicemails vicious when you run out of time to talk.
Bruh, I heard a vicious face to face, like over the phone.
Oh,
back
I'm
and
on the
forth.
phone. I'm having a full. I'm full out on the joint. Like, yo. So now you're ignoring my phone calls. You got a new nigga now, huh? This nigga, his shoes whack, his shirt
God
whack,
damn.
his swag whack. Me, I'm tight as fuck. Yo. You-
Basically, what Drake was doing.
you not a real. If you're not real, if you don't never been in that.
That was
Drake
back when
bag
I was on
before,
BBM
son.
when I was doing that bitch. Man.
Oh, you can delete everything too. This
Hell
is
yeah.
pre-Snapchat,
Yeah,
yo.
BlackBerry
yeah.
Messenger. I was like BBM. Like, what
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck?
Yo, BlackBerry.
BlackBerry Messenger was clutch.
I never had that shit.
You never had black.
Yeah, I never
Nah,
went through
I
that
never had a
phase.
BlackBerry.
Oh, BBM.
I had the
was that.
sidekick, man.
God.
Dog, that was the first. That was the first time when you like you can tell when somebody read your messages and shit. So like,
Yeah,
yo,
like
what
they
you
did the read
What you
report.
doing, son?
You
Man.
exchanged BBM. I don't know how we even got people BBMs because social media wasn't crazy like that.
You know what it
It was like
was?
them little parties or something like
BM,
that.
yeah, that well, Facebook kind of did take off. My senior year of high school, that's when Facebook took off, and everybody was on Facebook, and that's when the BBMs, everybody started getting Blackberries. My first actual phone that wasn't a Kia Sierra, crooked joint was a Blackberry.
Oh, okay.
Know what I'm
I
saying?
went
So-
from I went to Sidekick, then my shit got stolen by a Nigerian, and I went to BlackBerry. I ain't never tell y'all that. Don't even worry
Man.
about it. It still hurts. It
Still
pains
hurts.
Me.
Still
pains
hurts.
me. I try to sell. I don't sell on eBay to this day because of that shit.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
A Nigerian on eBay hit me up, sent me this fake paper. It was. I sent the shit to Nigeria, so I'm blaming him for scamming
And
fucks.
you never got it back.
So he sent me a fake PayPal receipt, basically saying the funds is pending. I'm a young 18-year-old broken freshman in a college. I needed that 3.
Gotcha, bitch.
Man, I sent that shit, sent the tracking number. He went ghost.
Never do business with Nigerians, man.
No, not online. Hell no. And it's not even like a thing. It's like legit. They are scammers.
Right.
Those are Nigerian scammers.
Let it go, whether that's right.
Listen to this shit.
Another one. Y'all boys was not
I dropped
ready.
a thug tier listening to this song.
Yo, this one's.
I was on my way on my flight
the
to
one.
basic training actually. And this came out that summer.
You went to
It's a perfect song to end the album with.
Summer of 2010 that came out.
God, it's been that long.
Yeah. And I was on my way to basic training. I went in September 1st.
But I would've came back.
I talk.
Y'all wasn't ready.
Would've came back.
I was so mad Rick Ross didn't put this on the original. I'm like, where this come
Slicker,
from?
then Pimp from Augusta, who just had his linen suit dry clean. Bitches, what's up with ya? I hate calling the women bitches, but the bitches love it. I took some sense and made a nickel of it. I'm urging all daughters to kiss their mothers with those lips that all that lipstick covers. You're never too grown up to miss and hugger. And girls counting on me to be there like missing rubbers. I'm on some Marvin Gaye shit, a bunch of distant lovers. This ain't the life that I'm used to. Reintroduce the people I've been introduced to. you forget me? Or are you too scared to tell me that
I miss Insecure Drake. I don't care, man. I do. I don't need this.
You don't like braggadocious?
I don't.
Save hoes
I
with
don't
a
need
mask
this.
and a cape. Now
I
I'm
don't
like,
need
nah,
this
let
Drake
them good
that's
go
like
away.
sure of himself.
To be real, son, that was when he was the most relatable. Because like the shit he was saying those verses, you like, you know what? I've thought about this shit.
You know
I've
why?
thought about that
'Cause
before.
Remember, he was our age. So
Yeah.
he was going through that same shit, and this is pre-real money Drake.
Yeah.
Like, this is like still like microscopic money Drake.
Yeah,
like,
I still got.
still doing shows for 10, 15, 20,000.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
more at that point, but like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? He wasn't getting no real money. Now he got real money, all the options in the world, grew the beard out, and now he like, all right, I'm
Now I'm
Now-
about to talk.
now he's
I'm about to
doing
now
talk
I
that
love him
shit.
good, go
He
away.
Nigga, he went from.
That's what it is.
What'd he say? I went. It's.
I used to save hoes with a mask and
No,
a cape.
that was. Been Urkel for some years. It's better being Jalil.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That didn't make the album though.
That was back when he was Urkel. That's
Yeah,
on that's on the one with
What
the
was that? Room for Improvement.
Nah, the other
Thank
one.
Me
That's
Later.
the no the cover when he fall. What's the one we called October
That's
Carry On?
that's comeback season.
Comeback season.
Yeah,
That's
comeback
on that.
season. He's on that.
Which song?
Closer to My Dreams.
Oh
Close to
yeah.
My Dreams. Yep, with Andrina Mills and all that shit. That's on comeback
Room
season.
for Improvement comeback
Man,
season.
we got to
so
talk
far
about
gone.
this run because that's what I really wanted to talk about today. Drake has probably. I mean, Hove's dominance is different because not only do we idolize a nigga, he dominated the game. But Drake's dominance has been something like he came in like at the birth of the internet, and then he became the standard of what a rapper on the internet should sell.
Yeah, but even to go with your comparison with Hove, even in Hove and the Star Is Born, Hove dominance was based. What he defines it as is him withstanding everyone's dominance. So that's when he was like made Puff Pass. Back when Puff had, he said 50 came through like hurricanes do. Eminem,
yeah.
White
Eminem
Boy
had a
literally
run. Everybody job on
that
yeah.
shit. Like, you know what I mean? He was basically saying like my dominance stems from the survival that most people couldn't survive of all of these great artists.
Yeah.
Drake has eclipsed all of them and just been dominating in
it's
a way
not
we
even-
have never seen.
Like
before.
I thought Cole had heated the summer up on some G shit. Cole heated the
Cole
summer
been on
up.
fire,
He heated
son.
this last year. I'm saying he heated the shit up, and it kind of made you question. Like it was like a KD type run. Like
Ball to
maybe
your court,
you might be the best rapper out right now. And then Drake just put out old songs and reminded us like, did you forget?
Yeah, he really
This-
did like.
Did you forget, my nigga? Did you forget?
This is
that
where
I
my
had this
hate.
heat?
This is where the hate's coming in.
All right.
Right.
Because Drake has never dominated the rap game. There's never been a time where I thought Drake was the best rapper. He is a crossover artist, like kind of how Ja was. But he has kept that level of excellence up, like making hits for a long time. But a lot of his hits are pop songs, like his nice for what, like Passion Fruit, fucking like he's not just a rapper. So he gets that play, that streaming from people who don't even like rap.
Right.
People who
Very
like
true.
pop music listen
Very
to Drake
true,
too.
very true, very
so
true.
he's not just
But-
dominating the rap game.
I wouldn't even just say that though because it's like okay, I wouldn't say dominating the rap game. I'm saying dominating music in general because maybe
Yeah, he's
Hove
the-
didn't dominate music the same way Drake does, but for the circles that we're in, the barbershop talk, Drake still comes up in barbershop talk same way he coming up in Academy or fucking Grammy Award talk. You feel me? So it's like that. You gotta. That's a testament. Like you compare Drake to Kendrick and Cole and maybe Wale, and he's not as lyrical as any of those guys. You know what I'm saying? But he's still
He
the
has
most
moments.
dominant out.
Drake has his moments where he's up there with them. I can't even lie.
He
Y'all know
does
I'm
have
not the
his-
biggest Drake
Even
fan,
with
but
8
he
out of
has
10,
his
he said,
moments where he be on.
What's
he be on
McCaw's
it.
a classic album is just 10 of these. Like, was that 8 out of 10? Was that Sandra's Rose? It was one of them records.
It's
It was on Scorpion.
Sandra's Rose, I
Yeah,
think.
on Scorpion, he said, just I can give y'all 10 of these, and I give y'all the
No,
classic
but then
album
you
that y'all
go back and
crying
you
for,
listen to the
that kinda
songs
shit.
that he's on with those niggas like that Jodeci freestyle, and I don't never say nothing like this, but Cole got washed on that Jodeci freestyle.
They was eating.
Drake
No,
could definitely
Cole
rap.
got washed.
Yeah, Drake went crazy on that one.
Yeah, he went stupid on that
That's
Jodeci
when I was
freestyle,
arguing with people
nigga.
how Drake was a better rapper than Cole back there. I used to argue
He
that.
said,
And then
I give
Jodeci
him the
freestyle
hook,
came
I give him
out.
the verse, and now every song sound like Drake featuring Drake.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
He was killing it.
So I give these niggas the
But
verse, I
that's
give
when
them the
he
hook.
was, that's Take Care and Nothing was the same era when people used to get mad about them sad ass songs. And then all those Lucy's that he just put on the compilation, he was putting out Trust Issues and all. We like, yo, what's with all this sad shit, man? And then he comes out with Jodeci's Back. Then he'd do like You Ain't Even Know It remix or What's the joint he did with I think Dolph? No, it was Future. That's when he started rocking with Future back then. Like saying like the remixes to them shits. Like he started doing that to get his rap cred, to keep his rap cred up, because he started putting out that sad shit.
Man, I like we said earlier, man. I just think it's something to be said when you can put out these songs right here, and it brings back a different level of memories, and it's not even like the music sounds dated. Or it doesn't sound like, okay, well, you know what, this didn't age well. Every last one of these records you could put on the album that he got right now, and you gonna bob your head to.
You know what's crazy though? I never stopped listening to these records.
Never stopped.
I was one of them people like, you know how people say, have you ever? I think you asked like, have you ever put him in a playlist? I had all his. I have an iTunes of all his Lucy's.
I didn't have iTunes.
Okay, yeah, I was ripping them joints from YouTube. I got all of his Lucy's, and I have them in a playlist, and I just called it like Drake's Lucy's or some shit like that.
This album you can Drake and Drive to.
Yeah, I got that Drake and Drive playlist too.
I need Drake and Drive.
I need Fear.
Fear,
I'm
yeah.
surprised he didn't put Fear on there.
Well,
But
Fear was
is
on So
mad
Far
over.
Gone.
Is it?
It's on the original So Far Gone.
I thought it was on
Yeah.
there, but I couldn't find it on the streaming.
It's not on his album version, but it's on the mixtape. Like on Dat
Yeah,
Piff.
I
I think
got that.
Wayne would.
That shit
I
fire.
think Wayne would fucking profit if he would do the same thing that Cole is doing. Even if you don't put this fucking.
You mean
Not say
Drake?
profit. I'm not Cole. I mean Wayne. Lil Wayne. If
I
he's
said
doing
that.
the same thing that Drake does, as far as just getting all your favorite songs that we all love you for. Now admittedly that was your shit, but you know what I'm saying? We want to hear you on the upgrade you freestyle, yo.
Upgrade you crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, run
Leg
this
hanging
town,
out the window. Exactly.
Crazy. Leg
Exactly.
hanging out the window.
You ain't got these on.
Oh
nigga.
my. I think he can get the clearance if he tried. Drake got
He has
clearances.
to, 'cause he put 'em on
Drake,
iTunes.
That's what I'm saying. Like he can get those. I don't think
y'all
there's a
do these on
single
iTunes?
artist.
He put a lot of his mixtapes on Apple Music. I don't have Apple Music, but my boy told me about it.
I think Lil Wayne can go to every one of those artists and be like, look, I want to put these mixtapes on streaming platforms. We can do the producer-artist split, which is 50-50 profit. If you let me put them on what's my
Yeah,
There's
like
not a
people like
producer
Mims?
artist.
No,
That's
because
what
it's
I'm
not
People
saying.
like Mims,
like
like, yeah,
Mims.
give me that money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Mims don't own that music, so it's not even
I'm saying
Mims.
whoever he goes to and who owns
But
the
that's the
music.
thing, though. Mims don't own that music, or you hear like that.
Mims is still.
You gonna have to pay the
can definitely
producers.
go to Beyonce.
And on
Yeah.
top of
All
that, you
with
got to pay.
streaming though. All you do is split. All it is split.
Yeah,
It's
but
like-
then you gonna split 50-50, and then you got to split with the people who actually made the music. And
But
the
I don't think it
producers
would
on
be
the
like
music.
I don't think it would be for profit though. Like I mean, like of course you wouldn't make a lot of money on it, but I
Yeah.
think for cultural purposes,
For culture purposes only.
if I'm an artist, I'm like, look, I'm clearing whatever Wayne in particular, Lil Wayne, what he did for me and my music. Most of them people he got them songs from, he did features with, and at the time he was at the hottest artist. I don't think there's a single person who's like, nah, Wayne, I can't clear that for you.
I don't think they even have the power to do that.
You know what I mean?
Wayne
A lot of people
needs
don't own
to-
their shit either. Yeah,
Wayne's the most forgotten great in the game. Like honestly, if you're not in our age group, people outside our age group might not even
Yeah,
put Wayne
18-years
near
don't
a
even
top
know.
10
They don't even know
because
who
his
Lil Wayne
music
is.
isn't accessible.
Remember when I told y'all
Very true.
when I was in
Very
college
fucking
this
true.
past
And they don't know
semester,
how to go down
and
Dat
I was
Piff?
arguing with 23-year-olds, and they told me the first project that they actually heard from Wayne was Carter 4.
Yeah,
I was like,
Yeah.
are you kidding me? I was
And
like,
he
so
put
y'all
out-
never heard none of
No,
the droughts?
son. I know this has nothing to do with what we're talking about, and I just want to tell you about my experience at work and how they don't know what Lowry's seasoning is at my job.
Jesus Christ.
Listen, son, the one dude was telling me he was eating just raw ass
The
eggs.
seasoned salt?
Listen,
Lowry seasoning.
listen, son. So the nigga was eating raw ass eggs, and I looked over. I'm like, yo, why are you eating just regular eggs? Where's the salt and pepper? At least he's like, salt. Oh no, salt hardens your arteries. And I looked around. I'm like, so you don't put Lowry's on your chicken? He said, what's that?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I kept that to a minimum now. I'm more of a oregano basil
All right,
on my eggs and
I'm
on
not
my
talking
chicken.
to you no
and
more
shit.
either. We don't.
No,
Oregano,
I still put light. I used to put way more than I do now. Like I used to just only put seasoning salt on my chicken, fry that shit, and that was it. Now I put a light seasoning salt, then I put oregano, basil, and flour that shit, and put it in the air fryer.
I be seasoning my chicken like KFC. They got 13
spices, bro. You got me
I
fucked
be all in the
up.
bag.
That be some more with that shit. I told him, you might as well mix up a bunch of these spices, put it in one bag.
that's
keep
what
it
my
in the
dad
cabinet.
does.
Like,
My dad
yeah.
has his steak, like he has everything he puts on his steak in one little bottle.
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't ready. I'm super nostalgic with this album, man. It just brought me back to 18 to 21-year-old me.
Why is he the only one being
was a
smart with
sicko,
streaming,
yo.
though?
Huh?
Why is he the only one who
Because
seems like
he
they're
ahead of
competent
everybody
enough
else.
with streaming?
Because
Yeah, ahead of everybody else.
Kendrick is
Where the fuck is Kendrick? We need to put an APB out for him.
No, he's a little too artistic. Where everything has to be artistically perfect for him. So he's not getting these loosies. Like if he releases a track, he did that Untitled with the loosies, but like
I didn't like that.
I didn't either.
It was
Like
garbage.
a couple tracks I liked.
There was
but that was about it.
But he goes in like he doesn't. It kind of pisses me off too because as a rapper or as a rap fan, I want to hear him on someone's track like going off. But he just puts all his effort into making a stream.
Can we have a conversation about Kendrick Lamar now?
Sure.
He told us on Control that all you had to all you had to do was mention his name, and he was they was gonna see Jason, right?
And no one
he was
mentioned
gonna
his
go
name?
crazy. Listen,
No one says his name.
and then American
No one
Dream
says his
happened
name.
on Jeezy's album, and what happened?
But that
No, because J. Coleman came right back after Control dropped, and he said his name in the
that
verse.
was years later.
And then they got on a fucking track together, and he hummed while fucking
that
Cole
was
bodied that
years
shit.
later.
Yeah,
That
boys
was
is
2
crazy.
years
So,
ago.
All right, so we gonna talk about Poetic Justice too, because Drake got on Poetic Justice and bodied that shit. Quiet now.
I'm trying to remember the verse.
Yeah,
He said all these seductive photographs.
I
and all these going
remember.
on
I remember Drake's
vacations
verse.
and-
Kendrick's verse wasn't bad on that shit.
he got bodied.
Yeah, Drake had a better verse, but that was
That was the
before
point.
Control.
I feel like that was
But
the
what
point
about
of Drake being
what about
on there.
ASAP record then? Yeah, hold it's the finale. My pep talk
One
turned
Train?
into a pep rally.
Yeah,
Who
One
had the
Train.
better
He
verse on that
murdered
one?
One
Yo,
Train.
Kendrick had the best verse for that ASAP. That fucking problems.
Oh yeah, fucking
Yeah,
problem.
hold.
No, he was on One
hold
Train
it's the
too, wasn't
finale.
he?
I think so.
My pep talk turned into a pep rally. Drake
No.
was like, "Oh, I know you like it when this beat is on. Something.
When the beat is on. Yeah, I don't know, son.
Drop down and get your legal on. Look at the stars. That was Drake. But I think Kendrick came on that. Yeah, hold it's the finale. My pep talk turned into a pep rally.
No,
So you
man,
can
I don't
build
know,
this
son.
together.
I don't know.
That's back
I
when
think
Kendrick was trying to kill everybody.
Kendrick came with, he gave us To Pimp a Butterfly, and he gave us Damn, and we was like, yo, okay, this might be it. And then he fell to the wayside. And
It's
he
only
got,
been a couple years,
It's
man.
been a couple years. Damn came out in 2016. It's been 3 years.
I think that shit came out in 17.
It's
Yeah.
2017. Like
Okay,
the
so
end
it's
of
been 2 years
2017.
then.
So
son.
what? You wanna? I seen this crazy thing the other day. Since we're talking about Kendrick, you know, Good Kid, Mad City has been on a Billboard top 200 since it came out.
Drake has been in about top 200 since he came out as well. That's not a feat that.
No, Kendrick got the record.
But the
It's just been on.
the thing
consecutively
is
for over 500 weeks or some shit like that.
Drake's number
300
one.
weeks.
Drake's number one thing when he goes to make music is to be on the Billboard, be a number one hit, be a club hit.
Right.
He's going in there with those intentions. Kendrick hasn't made a song that he wanted to be in the club outside of Humble since what? And he's still
Money
targeting.
Trees. Money
That's not
Trees
yet.
is my
I feel like he
shit.
didn't plan
It
on
is.
that.
I don't
being-
think that was on purpose though.
Yeah, you like
But J Rock watched
they
Kendrick
have
on that.
different. Yeah, J Rock did.
J Rock.
Yeah,
I became
son.
an instant fan from
And
that
we're gonna be
verse.
real, son.
Oh, I came out in the middle of
As
2017.
much as
you're right.
exactly, and as much as I love me some fucking Kendrick Lamar, he didn't even have the best verse on Control.
Yes, he did.
Big Sean had the best verse on,
he didn't.
on Control.
I feel like Big Sean got clipped.
Big Sean had the best verse on Control.
I think Big Sean ate though,
Yeah,
but
Big Sean-
I still think Kendrick. Kendrick had a lot of shock value. I gotta go back and listen. I'm not even gonna say
It was
I'm gonna
shock
go back and
value,
listen.
but that was the point.
Yeah,
Like,
I gotta
it-
go back and listen.
he
But he
wasn't-
dropped everybody. He had Mac Miller in there. He put all his peers in that verse and said, "I'm gonna body all
You
y'all."
know what happened? Drake went and did a little interview about it.
Fab responded.
he didn't even say Fab name.
Yo,
Joel
so-
Ortiz-
Joel
Joel
Ortiz
Ortiz
started
in the
responding. I'm like, he wasn't even talking
What
to
talking
me.
to you? You not in this group.
And
I
the
remember
song
the line
they
and
responded with his
everything.
fire, but I was like, he wasn't even.
Joel
talking to me.
Ortiz might have had
that's
the best
the point,
response, even though he wasn't mentioned either.
Wasn't
His shit
talking
was.
to you. Yo, wasn't even talking to you either.
Yeah, that's
yo.
the crazy part about that's what made everybody say. That's what started that Kendrick the best rapper of his crew. Because when Kendrick called you out by name,
None of y'all responded
niggas
back.
that
Only
didn't get the name
Meek
call
did.
responded.
Meek said something back, and so did J. Cole.
That they didn't say nothing crazy. Like they had a line or
Cole
two.
had-
Drake
Cole had a
Drake
whole
said
verse.
something in a Drake said something in an
Mac Miller
interview.
said something too on Faces.
Yeah, he said something funny. He's
In
like,
the
no,
background,
no.
he's
He said
"Fuck
no.
you, Kendrick." I
No, he
remember
said
that
something
ad-lib
funny
for
on.
it.
He's like, I'm not. He said I can't use nouns and syllables, and I'm gonna use verbs and some other shit.
See what I mean? Nobody came at him with that same energy.
Nobody came back. With
And
that
that's
same
what
energy.
started that Kendrick's the best rapper shit. Like because he put y'all name in the verse, called y'all old school way, got the culture on his side, and none of y'all properly responded.
But that's my only complaint with Kendrick is he does get killed in verses a lot because he doesn't have that energy anymore.
Yeah.
Like I want you to get on and want to eat And he doesn't do it. Now he's
wants to make his
uber
art.
focused on making a great album, which is great because all of his albums are
Great.
classic.
They're all great. Like, he doesn't
But
have a bad album yet.
I want you to have that energy sometime. And it was my complaint with M. As M's career went on, he went from trying to murder everyone on a beat to
He was searching for
dumb
one
shit.
always. M's thing was, he followed the formula. I'm gonna get him the poppin' R&B artist. I'm gonna give you 2 verses and a fire hook. He tried to do the Stan over and over and over. We got Stan, 5 different versions of Stan.
But he
Like, so.
like when M and Kendrick were on a track on M's album, I was like, this shit about to be fire. And then it's a funny song. I'm like, you're wasting it. I don't want no funny shit. You could do funny shit on your own. You get a Kendrick feature. You're one of the GOATs. Kendrick's on his way to being one of the GOATs. Go off. And neither of them have been doing that for years, and it pisses me the fuck off. But that's my only complaint with Kendrick.
And that's why Wale can come out with On Chill. Got the summer on fire.
Because we got to talk about Wale too, though, because I think that we might be missing a classic album. Because I went back and I listened to the album About Nothing.
Yes.
That shit is a classic album.
I feel
Not a
like
single
the album
skit.
About
No,
Nothing.
no. We got to put that's the one for him. Like he got
shit.
one before fucking Drake got. Well, Drake got Take Care. If we had to compare the two,
Because the album About Nothing came out in 2013, right?
album About
Been
Nothing.
that long?
Yeah.
No, the album About Nothing came out in 2017.
No.
No,
it's not that new.
it wasn't the same year's. Damn, it was
Listen,
Maybe it was
2016, I think.
2016.
The
then.
album About Nothing came out in 2017, bro.
It was Gifted that came out 2012 then, right?
No, it was okay. So we got Gifted. Gifted came out.
Well,
with,
Ambition came out first. So
it was
Ambition came out like 09.
Then it was the Gifted.
Then it was the Gifted, which would have been 2010, 2011.
It came out in 2015.
What, the album About Nothing?
Yeah, it was the same year as.
You're right. 'Cause I was a kid.
Nothing was,
that was the
no,
year my
Nothing was
baby was
saying
born.
2013.
You're right.
So it had to be no. If you're reading this, it's too late.
It was. There was a lot of. I remember there was a couple good albums that were released around the same time that year.
Well, that's the one. That like
I
That
love
was
the album About Nothing. Yo.
That-
When's
that's
the
the
last
one.
bad year for music.
that
To
was
Pimp a Butterfly came out that year too.
yeah. So that was the year. That was probably the greatest year for hip hop we had that year. Because then
No,
that-
2018. No, last year was fucking amazing.
I think last year had
Mac
a strong
Miller,
start.
We had Nipsey, we had Mac, we had J Rock.
No.
We
Name
had,
them albums after
After-
when July hit.
Yeah.
After June.
That's true. The end
When
of the
did
year,
Mac come
kind of.
out?
April.
Okay, so Matt came out in April.
And
Oh
then
wait, no.
we-
Today's the 1 year anniversary.
Okay,
so
every album after. Okay,
Yeah,
he was
so
the
August.
one sprinkle after like June that was a good album. I think after like June it all fell apart because nobody else came out.
but still,
It was a great start, and then
I have-
comparatively, we looking at
I
a
got a
terrible
playlist.
start this year. Like
Yeah,
there was
this year's been
nothing
bad.
that came out in the first half of the year. Nothing good.
Benny.
Benny, we got Benny.
Oh, we had
Tan-
Benny in 2018
We
too.
got Tana Talk 3 at the end of the year though.
Where's my 2018?
All right, that's 2 albums.
2019.
Oh, J Cole came out last year.
Yeah.
When he
Post.
come out?
I mean, I
Beginning
don't know
of
if
the
you
year.
guys fuck with Post, but Post album's fire.
Post album actually is fire. One thing, like Post actually makes some shit, son. Sonically, he's really good.
Royce came
man.
out last
He's really
year. It
good.
wasn't one of my favorite projects from him though.
Royce the 5'9".
We got to
Yeah.
apologize to.
Huh?
We got to throw because we keep stopping like middle of the
Yeah,
shit.
oh
It
yeah.
sound a little
I
weird.
do apologize for those cuts, and we are recording live from the BCIB PodCon, first annual PodCon. If you are looking to look at the video, our podcast is going to be on there, it's featured on their network, and this is the podcast that we give you guys weekly. But before we get out of here, we're going to touch on some sports. Fucking Draymond Green
Signed the max.
signed the max.
Just heard that. I didn't know.
But I really
know.
just wanted to talk about the LeBron slander that's been going on.
About him being a father.
Yeah, son. So what if you guys are living under a rock? Everybody is upset at LeBron because he joined the Suns layup line. The son Bronny, who's will be the freshman this year, is a part of a very good AAU team. They had a game, a championship game. He's out there. He's the biggest basketball player in the fucking world, and those kids wanted him to join the layup line. So he goes and joins the layup line, and throws down some crazy fucking like showing up. I'm 36 years old. My face still goes above the rim when I jump. You know what I'm saying? He does this, and then turns out that social media is up. They're upset. They're like, "Yo, how dare he upstage his son and all types of shit." Not to mention, so then later on in the game, the son comes down between the legs, throws an alley-oop to another kid who skies above the rim to dunk. He gets super hyped, and his actions are getting hyped. His shoe came off and ends up on the court. So LeBron runs onto the court, grabs his shoe to get out the way. and they're like, oh, he's jumping on a court. And
No,
doing all
he
this.
jumped. He jumped on the court. Did like a.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's
like
the
you're jumping
one-
on a court in the middle of a game.
No,
Yeah.
it was a timeout.
Was it a timeout?
It was a
Okay.
timeout after
I think
that.
it ended up turning into a timeout. That's
It was
the
a time
only like.
after a dunk like that. After the kid came down and threw it between the legs. Of course, as a coach, I know I'm calling a timeout. You do that shit against my team, so I know it was a
I'm
timeout.
not. I'm Greg Popovich. You niggas got to play through this, figure this shit out.
You gonna feel that
You
pain.
niggas gonna figure this shit out.
You gonna feel
That's
that
the only
pain.
thing is like, all right, celebrate all that shit. Just stay like whatever happened on the court, whatever that was timeout, whatever. Cool, but stay off the court.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's
Yo,
my
that's
only
fair.
thing.
That is fair.
Not layup lines. I think the layup line shit fine. Because let's just be honest. Is it really upstaging his son? Do you think them kids don't want LeBron James?
Oh, yeah.
The
And
greatest
everyone-
player of their fucking era
And
in a layup line with
If I'm
them?
a parent, I'm like, I get to see the best player in the world do a dunk at my kid's basketball game.
If I'm one of the kids on the team, I'm like, yo, I got to do a layup line
Nobody
with
else
LeBron
is
James.
complaining. Only people that's complaining is the sports people.
Yeah. Like
Jason
it's-
Whitlock,
it's like half
Jason
and half.
Whitlock's fat
His
ass.
little bitch ass with his fucked up
Yeah,
toupee.
that's
I
it.
can't
Coon.
stand that. I
Yeah,
can't
man.
stand
The
him.
ultimate coon.
And then he tried to get himself a fade, yo. I want to go smack the bacon grease off his fat ass, yo.
Yeah, but like, I don't have an issue with none of that shit. Just my only thing is with every parent, just stay off the court while game is playing. When the game is playing, stay off the court. That layup line shit don't bother me. That upstaging his son is never going to be as famous as him.
Never.
There's no such thing
I
as
mean-
upstaging somebody. You're the biggest athlete on the planet.
If he live
There's
up to the
such
hype.
thing. If he
I'm
live-
about to say we've seen one
he
person in the
can't,
world ever
man.
live up to the hype, and that was LeBron. LeBron is the only person who
Yeah,
ever
like,
had a
if he-
whole
if he
bunch of hype
comes-
and lived up to it
Yeah.
as
If he
an
comes
athlete. ever.
remotely close, to being anything like his dad was, he could possibly be more.
But
popular
that's what I think
because
LeBron trying to
'cause
prevent,
look,
though.
what do Michael Jordan's sons do?
They
I don't
they
know.
make shoes.
They,
Oh,
they
right
sell
then.
shoes. They sell
Yeah.
Jordans.
So
They sell
if
Jordans.
LeBron James, so he'll be the first one whose kids were like.
But here's the
his
problem,
dad was a
though.
superstar. He came in and he was
He's-
a superstar.
Oh, Ken Griffey in baseball.
Yeah,
But
Ken Griffey
up in
Jr.
basketball,
That's about it,
No
though.
one's.
Whoa, Vladimir Guerrero's son looking like he about to be him.
His
Yeah.
powers, his powers,
It's
wild,
unmatched. It's unmatched. He hit 52.
and
52.
and
It's still
and,
lost.
and
Have some
far.
other shit.
Yeah, the home
Yeah,
run
that-
derby's
it's
the new
stupid.
format's dumb
It's
as
so
hell.
stupid, yeah.
But
But-
he's fast too for being. He's fat. I remember I went and saw him in
yeah.
Buffalo.
He can
and he's-
move.
I was like, damn.
He can move. He was on Bisons. He played for the
Yeah.
Bisons.
But
I
even
saw him a
with,
couple
with
times.
LeBron's son, though, he's not LeBron. By the time LeBron was 14, he was already like 6'5", 6'6".
He's not going to be LeBron.
He's
He'll,
not
he'll
gonna
make
be
it.
that big.
He'll be
for
pro
one.
though. He's nice.
Yeah, I thought his son was kind of It's Dwayne Wade's son that's like You know, I'm looking at him a little
Yeah.
funny in the light.
But I don't know if you your dad, yo.
But I mean, with that whole thing, a lot of times these dudes in high school they may not be as like they don't get the rankings, but then get to college, they polish out. Get pro, they polish out. You gotta have that work. I think that's where you get a Kawhi from. That's where you get a Jimmy Buckets from. Like,
Yeah, that's
you
true.
can get there after
But
that. High
the
school ain't
Kawhi,
say-all,
and I would say
be-all.
the Kawhi and Jimmy Butlers are made through struggle. You don't
Yeah.
get, you don't become even LeBron. LeBron was made through struggle. My nigga going home and eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Yeah.
These kids going home as personal chefs. They don't have the hunger in them. So I don't ever think like aside
They
from
still
Steph.
got the love for the sport.
Like I was about to say, you see players like maybe Steph Curry, but Steph Curry's dad wasn't a superstar.
And
Or neither
you
was-
see when Steph Curry gets into positions where he starts struggling,
Exactly.
he fucking
He
bottoms
folds.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I want
Or
to see Shaq's son.
Sharif.
Skill
went to
wise,
nice.
he was
Sharif
on UCLA.
Ooh.
As
He didn't
long
play
as
last
he's all
year, though.
good.
Yeah, he had
heart
surgery.
Yeah.
Heart surgery. So he
Yeah, as
redshirted.
long as he's all good with that, he's gonna be
Son.
a problem. He's gonna be a problem.
He's got a
He
skill
was supposed to
set.
go to University of
And his
Arizona. I
young,
was pissed.
the younger brother is nice as fuck too.
yeah, the younger brother is nice
Yeah.
too.
That's what I
Yo,
was.
I was
Kenyon
watching.
Martin's son.
Listen, son, I watched the
Kenny
clip.
Martin's son's nice, yo.
Dog, I watched the clip of Shaq grabbing the ball off a rebound and dribbling up the court and dunking on niggas. I'm like, yo, your son gonna be able to do this?
But he's
Oh, Shaq
way
in
more
Orlando,
athletic.
man.
Uh-huh.
Better because what happened was Shaq saw the game change from big man to wing guys. So when his sons was like, his son started playing, he like, no, I don't care if you the tallest one on the team.
Get your big ass.
Go shoot jump shots and dribble the fucking ball. Shaq
Right.
knew, like, again, Shaq is an intelligent player though, so he knew to tell his kids like, no,
He
you're
saw
not
where
about
it
to
was
be the
going.
next me. You gonna be frail and you gonna get this jump shot and his handle work on, and this is what you gonna do. And they already athletic as hell, so it's like that's from good parenting. And then with Shaq in the house, I don't think his kid's gonna have that mentality.
I
Of
just
not
don't
wanting to
think-
kill somebody.
Yeah,
I
they
don't-
not
I-
gonna be soft like that.
What kills me is I just don't think a kid coming up with a personal trainer and a chef is gonna have he has more advantages.
You would be surprised,
but
though.
he's disadvantaged to the nigga in the hood. That's when that wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, start hooping, and then from 7 a.m. till, you know how we was, yo. We be at center court from 7 a.m. Then we inside the center when they get too hot. Then we at the resource, and then we still feel like hooping. We get him those rims behind the utility building in Jordan Gardens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We hoop literally 7 days a week, all day long. In the summertime, I had a basketball in my hand
There's
every
no
day.
such thing as too hot for us.
It wasn't no such thing, yo.
Yeah.
These kids got it made.
They got the air conditioned room, gym.
Yo, and that's another thing.
There's kids that, without those advantages, that still want it just as bad as you, and they have access to indoor gyms.
Yeah,
I mean, look at Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe came from
right.
Kobe came from suburbs of Philly.
If you have an inner sense of motivation,
Yeah.
you can make it
as long
work.
as you have
but
self-motivation.
where did that self-motivation come from? Self-motivation come from struggle, right? In most cases.
Yeah, but I don't know
No,
how many
that's
kids
outer
superstar
motivation.
Parents,
It's
though.
like-
Kobe dad was a scrub. You know what I mean? He played a little bit pro, then he went overseas for the most part. That's
But
why
he's
Kobe
still
can
a
speak.
pro.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Imagine
saying.
all them dudes all these dudes that you're talking about that you played with 7 hours a day that didn't go pro are still nice as fuck. Like, these dudes are. People don't understand that level. Like that pro. It doesn't matter if you're overseas or even Division 1. Like, that level is crazy.
Yeah.
So if you got someone that's that good at basketball, plus you got the money, he's probably paying other people who are good at teaching basketball, and then Kobe just somehow had that killer in him. Still, it happens less often, obviously, but it can. And I think Shaq's kids will like, Shaq ain't raising no bitches.
No, I don't think that's the case. I don't think you're raising a bitch. It's just a kid like that, like you said. If I'm not trying to get this contract to feed my mama, what am I doing this for? Other than the love of the game. And if they don't have that extreme love for the game, you'll never get.
Look at Snoop Dogg's son.
Yeah.
Top rated wide receiver in the country. So he was
he
not
really?
just some. Yes.
Yeah.
He was one of the top wide
He went
receivers
to
in
UCLA
the
or some
country.
shit.
Yeah.
He was about to go to UCLA.
He went to UCLA and stopped playing football because he said, "I don't want to do it. I just want to go into fashion."
I wanted exactly. I don't have the
Because
love for the game.
he has that option. If he grew up poor, he
That's
would have
what
been
I'm
like, I
saying.
gotta get to the
That's what
NFL.
I'm
I gotta get
saying.
back.
The point
Yeah.
that
Then I'll get into
if
fashion.
you don't have that hunger,
That's not it.
I mean, and
and
just think about it. He was a top-rated wide receiver. You gotta remember though, he came out that football program out in Cali that
these
Snoop
AAU
got.
yeah,
and
but these
Snoop
AAU
football
fucking
program and
circuits-
produced about
10, 15.
10, 15
Tyreek Hill.
pros, son.
Exactly, but it's these AAU circuits out. That's to blame. Like these AAU teams, they telling these kids that they're like God's gift. Were you giving these kids these rankings at 8 years old or
Yeah, they
in
be
eighth
like-
grade?
They be in the
And
eighth grade
it's a
getting
money
ranked.
thing now. Like,
Yeah, it's
coaches
a lot of money.
coaches want to win. They want to get the best player. So instead of working on the game, Mark Cuban said it, and the way he said it
It
was
came off
was
fucked up.
what came, but he was right.
He was 100%.
They're not giving
right.
you skills. They've been worried about making a
And
mixtape.
Kobe said it too. Kobe said something similar too. Like, they're not trying to teach these kids skills because it's gotten to the point where it's like college now.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you're worrying about keeping your job.
That's
So
it, yo.
And
we
Adidas
need to
pay
be
a
worrying
lot.
about these kids.
Nikes pay a lot.
Oh,
Under
yeah.
Armour about to start paying a lot. Like, these people pay a lot of money to get
Yeah.
access to these kids at a young age so they can groom them and groom them and groom them and crop them out. And the ones that go pro, they like, yo, I've
And
been
it-
with you since you was 13. Come sign a Nike. Come
Mm-hmm.
sign a Adidas. Go to a Nike school, a.k.a. like a Duke or a Carolina. You ever know, if y'all ever look at these players, when they trim down their 5 teams, it's the 5 teams in there are usually the same type of shoe.
Yeah.
That's where that shit's coming from, son. That's how you get a Ben Simmons at LSU. What the fuck is Ben Simmons doing at LSU?
No.
Markelle Fultz went to what? What's that bum at? Kansas State, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken?
No, Washington.
Washington State.
Washington.
Ben Simmons.
What is he doing there?
Ben Simmons' parents knew someone at LSU, right? That's why he went there.
He got paid $610,000 to go to LSU, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yo. And they paid fucking your man James Harden $800K to go to
Arizona
ASU.
State.
You know what I'm saying? So they
What are
wouldn't.
you do? What are you doing?
Nah,
being a,
he wanted to be
He
there.
was a top-rated guard.
He wanted to be
He was
there.
a top-rated guard, and you went to
He wanted
Arizona
to be there.
State. Like that
He wanted
stuff
to be
looks
there.
funny.
No, but he
son.
loved
Like,
Arizona
I don't know what
State.
you're talking about.
Yo,
Arizona's a great state.
OJ Mayo went to USC. He was the top-rated guard of
Not
his
a
class.
basketball school. Not a school in the Big East. I'm going to USC.
Lance Stevenson went to Cincinnati.
No, Lance didn't have the grades.
But he could have went better than
Lance did not
Cincinnati.
have
That's a
the
Big
grades.
East school at the
Listen,
time.
Lance did not have the grades.
Well,
It's
now
a Big
you're
East
seeing.
school.
I think now there's so much talent, and a lot of people want to go to schools that aren't Duke and UCLA, because they want to like carve their
play.
own shit.
Yeah.
They want they want to play, and two, they want to be like, I want to be the greatest player in this school's history. I mean,
Look at that high school
look at James
kid,
Harden.
Dior. Look
James
at
Harden
Dior.
went to ASU, off jump, best player ever played for ASU. Anytime he goes there, he's fucking royalty.
Yeah.
If James Harden went to Duke, they'd just be like, oh,
Another
James
one.
Harden's here.
Right.
James Harden came back for a game. Like,
Yeah.
So a lot of
some dude like what they don't. Again, these players don't understand their star power. Zion literally could have went to any school in the country and they would have been on national TV.
I think Zion realized that because of his hype, he would have he still is special to Duke, even though they have so many people, and he knew it was I think Zion's a really smart dude. I think he knew it was beneficial for both of them. He knew that going to college, even though he wasn't getting paid by the school, he knew going to college was going to get him more money when it came to getting that shoe deal, because he just
signed to Jordan for $100 million.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Before he
RJ
was just
Hampton
waiting.
got-
He went to Duke.
RJ Hampton got that bag though.
Well, I don't know, man. Speaking of back to LeBron and the Lakers, man. I didn't have them as the favorites, but after all the criticism and everybody
LeBron's
telling,
about to eat.
I think LeBron might have MVP season and win the championship this year. But
Sixers in 2020.
Yet to
I've
see
been
it.
saying this for 3 years. We are here.
We're gonna wrap this trap. We're gonna wrap up on Marvin his pipe dreams. This is Trap Nerd Podcast live from the PodCon. We out.
Peace.
This podcast was produced by Marvin Crittenden of Marv Media Network.